Hello everyone, welcome on back to Hutan Pantai. Alright, so fortunately enough, when you exit out of the game and come back in, the train fixes itself. So we can actually sell the potatoes today. The unfortunate part is they're actually better priced at the grain harbor now. Yeah, I don't see a way to unload from here, so our only option is to just sell it here at this point, unless we want to take the tractor up here, and yeah, I don't think, probably get hit by a train. I don't think that's probably very safe to do. There we go. So yeah, we'll get like 55,000, 56,000 from this. So it's not terrible, I can't complain, but could be better. Take a look at all these fields as we're going by. Maybe we'll see a collectible, maybe? I forget how many we have now. We have like 8 or 9 left that have yet to be found. I feel like I've been keeping a pretty good eye out for them, but same time I know I have found, what, 2 or 3 just in the forest. Like, those are going to be so difficult to find. You know, it's just not even going to be funny. It'd be difficult to find those. Maybe there's some on like the road, you know, some of these more major roads that I haven't really drove on. Well, we're almost here. It should kick us out here shortly, I would think it would. Yeah, $56,500, so not too bad there. I can't complain, that's for certain. I want to get over here to the Massey. Alright, so where is our drill at? That's a good question. Oh, it's way over here. I want to start getting these fields here replanted now. Unfortunately, to get the field that we just harvested last time, the potatoes, to get that replanted into grass like the original plan, we're probably going to have to rent a seeder, because this one's going to be busy. Because honestly, we don't really need a large seeder. I mean, we primarily use it for the long grain rice. And we just keep using that mainly for our little production there. Keep it going. Yeah, and we can't do it with the planter. I checked. Yeah, the planter cannot do it, unfortunately. Of this one small field that needs to be harvested, I'll have a worker do that. I wanted to check on... Do we have bales here? No. I was planning, at least hoping, to start moving to total mix once they start kind of working through their hay. It seems like they're to that point. And it also looks like they're full on slurry. We're gonna have to get that probably sold. I'll just put this on a worker over here. But yeah, we'll have to rent the same thing we did last time, just sell the slurry. Like I said before, we don't have a use for it. Yeah, you can use it obviously for fertilizer and stuff, but it doesn't get very far. Probably a couple months till that soybean field there is ready. This should clear it out all the way. Oh, workers completed. I'm guessing the harvester's probably done. It's most likely the thing to be done, I would think. Might look at some contracts too. We don't have like a ton of things going on, so maybe we can get one of those done outside of the deadwood that I accepted. I'll do that off camera, but it's actually right up here in these woods, so it's not too bad. Pretty close. I might look at some contracts as this is filling up. But yeah, I also do want to get a mixer, which we'll be buying. So can I also get a drill in there, a seeder in there? A larger seeder. Well, honestly, these hoeing contracts aren't too bad here. There's also a good mowing one. Where that's not... Yeah, that's not too far from the store. This one's super close. We've done it before. We could knock out 2 pretty quick. Just like that, this is filled. This is pretty heavy. Probably should get the harvester pulled out of that field here shortly. At least before I put a seeder in there. I'll have to look at the mixers too. That's not a huge, like, has to be done right this second. If it doesn't get done this month, I can just put another bale or 2 in there for hay. It's not the end of the world. It's just, I already have the ingredients, so I would just like to get TMR in there and get them up to 100%. Get them producing some more buffalo milk, because that'll be quite useful for the long term. As I've said in the past, it seems to be just, it's gold. It's liquid gold. It's so good. Oh, that's a little bit of hail damage out there. See that in that field, in our field. I don't like to see that. Now this takes a little while to unload too. Oh, brakes, please. Yeah, it's a slow process. Well, this is almost done. I'll get this set up for mowing. Then I'll get the styer set up for the hoeing. Oh, just like that, the slurry's done being sold, so we made just over $5,000. Well, in net profit, I think we made like $2,500. We are actually making a little bit of money by selling the slurry. It's just, it has to be done. Either we use it or we sell it. Because if you keep a full slurry tank in there, I'm pretty sure it knocks down the productivity, or they don't produce milk or something. So it's kind of important that we keep an eye on that and make sure it doesn't get full. At least stays full for too long. That's the big thing. There was a field over here. I saw that was $20,000 for the harvest for a contract. I'm sure it's a huge field. I'm just like, wow, $20,000. Get this planted right on the edge. It always misses that very edge there. Then we'll get it moved up to the top field. I'll have to get that field there all finished, because it looks like they did miss some of the harvest, which is kind of expected. Well, they're doing pretty good over here. They're doing their thing. And here we go. We'll have, not quite 10,000 liters in total for long grain rice. This should be all of the fields. I don't think I've unloaded yet. But we've done pretty good. Can't certainly complain, at least. I'll get this unloading. Feels like we have a lot of small things going on. There's nothing like super major, no huge fields needing to be harvested or anything. Just have a lot of small things, which is fine. Okay, so let's drop that. So we'll want to get that returned. I can. There we go. Alright, so I wanted to look at feed mixers, because that is the goal for today. Forage mixers. This is a pretty good deal. It's a mod. 45k. I think we'll buy that. And let's look at the cedars. Because we'll have the money to buy one if we wanted. Like I said, I primarily want to do... What's our current one? 4 meters. So 2 extra meters would be a decent upgrade. I think we might go with the farmette. We'll buy it and we'll sell the other one once we're done. I don't think it's worth a ton, but we can definitely get it sold. We can take a look at it. Yeah, it is. It's 26 grand right now. The condition is pretty poor, so it'd probably be a lot better once it's up to snuff, up to where it needs to be. Well, we'll go and grab the new drill. We'll get it filled up with some seeds, some fertilizer. I think we can knock out that small field real quick. Alright, so there we go. We got this all filled up. I put 2 things of the bags for seeds and 2 things for fertilizer. So I think we'll do steering assisted. We need 3 on the outer edge. I would prefer to do the other direction for work direction, personally. Be the longer stretches then. No, we'd want 85 would be... Yeah. And it saved. Sometimes it doesn't. I had it in Riverbend where it didn't adjust. Maybe it's one of those things, once you set it, you start it, and it won't adjust once you try to change it later. I don't know. I might just be, making things up over here. There we go. Get this field planted for grass. Then we'll have our 2 fields, which I would think will be enough to keep up for TMR, for the water buffalo. That's the goal. That's why we're gonna have 2 fields. So, well, I think I'll go ahead and start a time lapse for this. So I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done. Alright, so there we go. We got this field all finished out. Nice and quick. Wrong button. Alright, so this is done. So I'll get this just switched over to that field. It looks like it missed some pieces. Go figure. Go figure. I'll get this started. I'll grab the class. I'll bring the new seeder up to the farm. Then I'll just make a trip right on back. We'll grab the mixer and we can start working on that. I'm pretty sure we don't have any buffalo milk in there. So we probably want to get more in there. So let's get this collected. Almost $7,000. I can't complain at that. Let's see. Dairy. Yep. Well, I figured. Let's get this filled up so it's actually doing something. Then I'll go and grab the class and get stuff brought back. Yeah, it'll be nice having a little bit bigger of a drill. I might be a little bit more incentivized to do some crops with a seeder versus a planter, because obviously our planter's fairly decent size. I think it's like 6.5 meters wide. Which, yeah, not huge in terms of like the biggest planters. But it's a lot bigger than our seeder was, at least, so. Yeah, 1,100 liters, not too bad. We'll make a total of 2 mixes. We'll have to do almost a mix a day. They usually eat a good amount of food. Easily 20,000 liters a month. I kind of wish the capacity was more. Because if the capacity was more, I could make, 2, 3, 1 month. And then not have to do it every month. But instead, we'll probably still have to do it every month. But, it is what it is. We should have hay and everything here. Yeah. It's been a while since I've made a TMR mix, so it's going to be fun. I've not made a TMR mix in years. Literally years. I'm trying to think when was the last one I made. It would have probably been Survival Challenge Season 1? That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. I did it on Edgewater, but the first Survival Challenge lasted longer. And Edgewater had a unique mechanic with it. Otherwise, I always use hay or just straight silage. Yeah, it's been a while. It's literally been years since I've made a TMR mix. So hopefully I don't accidentally make forage out of it, because that would be very unfortunate. So I'm going to make sure I'm careful with it. And be a little cautious. Make sure I don't ruin a full thing, because that would be very unfortunate. Alright, here we are. We're coming on back. Oh, wow. Probably should keep an eye out where I'm driving. Oh. Well, if I remember correctly, I think it was 1.5 bales of hay. That was on a slightly larger mixer. I think that was a 24,000 liter. I think. It's probably in here, I would imagine. I think it was in this one. This was one of the largest ones in 22, and now we have much larger sizes, so. I think I used 2 bales there. We could probably get away with a little less. But here's the thing. As long as we have silage and hay in it, we'll be fine. What would be, 1.5 would be, 13,000 liters of hay? 14,000 liters? Decent amount. Alright, so hopefully we don't mess this up. I don't think we will, but that one time, I think one of these is a partial. Maybe? Maybe not. No, it'd be 12,000 liters. Okay. I thought they were 9,000 liter bales for some reason. Oh, let's we only want one in there right now, and then I'll do half. I'm going to try to be careful. I'll make sure I don't use too much hay or silage. The goal is obviously to really pad it out. Oh, I could have very easily dropped that in there. If I drop it in there, then I would have just put the mix in there as hay and called it. That's 1.5. It should show it if I get close to. I didn't have this up, but it should if we get really close. Yep. Right now, obviously, it's just a hay mix. Now, I'm pretty sure there's a partial silage bale, right? No? Is there a partial bale of anything? Like, am I just that far off right now? Let's take the wrap off of them. I'll just put one in there for the time being. That should get it fairly decent. So right now it's TMR. We can't get it to change too much. How much is in there right now? 17,000 liters. We'll definitely probably need more silage in there. There's no way I could pad the rest of that with just straw. How much is one bale? 5,500 liters. Oh, I could probably put 2.5. About half a bale. That wouldn't be a bad mix, because then in the next bale, or next mix, we can just toss it in. So we'll put about half. I'm sure there's a better mix ratio than this, but like I said, it's been a long time. Yeah, I would think we can pad the last 2,000 liters with straw. We could probably use less silage, but, you know, I like to be on the safe side. Is that done? Oh, it's almost, yeah, it is done. At least it thinks it's done. Alright, so let's get this here, and we'll just keep an eye on it, make sure nothing drops too high or too low. Okay, that's full. So yeah, we definitely have too much, probably hay. So we probably don't need to do a bale and a half. I think I might try doing just one. Like, I feel like just one bale of hay might not be enough, but otherwise, like, silage probably isn't too bad. There's might be a little bit too much, but we definitely could pad that a lot more. Wrong side. Yeah, that could definitely be padded a lot more out. So I think we could do one bale. Oh, they're full. Well, I guess I won't be able to do another mix, yeah, because there's a total capacity. Right now there's obviously hay in there, so next time we'll try using less hay. I'll make sure and do that mix on camera too. That way, you know, we can all see it. But yeah, I think probably one bale of hay would probably work out good for that. Obviously, the whole goal is to pad it out as much as you can with just straw, because straw is the easy, cheap thing. Even though, for us, I would say it's easiest to probably get the hay, but it's what it is. I'll get that stuff unloaded. Oh, I think I still have this running, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think in future reference, I'll try a one bale. We'll be careful, obviously, to make sure we don't mess it up, but not sure what I'll do with the partial, but you know, maybe I'll need to top it off or something. Alright, so we do have that contract there I need to complete. They must have finished, I just never noticed. Alright, so let's get this repaired. That is not a cheap repaint cost. It's barely worth it, but it is worth it. So we'll get it sold, $46,500. Not too bad. We'll just top that off since it's here. It was the drill that was not in great condition, which honestly is not what I figured. Almost $8,500 for that, so that's not too bad. We've spent a lot of money this month. We've also made a lot of money this month. Wow, that would be no fun to do. Red beet in field 2. I can think of so many things I would prefer doing more than doing that harvest. Well, that is about everything for today. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.